welcome back to Tracie's or TR's Tarot Talk 1111. Guys, it's super late here at night, and I don't know, I'm enjoying it. It's been so hot. I waited until late at night and after a nice rain till it cooled off. So we are here doing the zodiac sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And just a reminder that now that Patreon has been launched, any of these readings that resonate with you, if you join the Patreon, there will be a deeper dive or an extended version of it over there. It's really affordable for the price of a cheap coffee, or not a cheap coffee, maybe a more expensive coffee, but it's $4.44 a month. And you get all of the extendeds for all 12 zodiacs, the 1st and the 15th of each month, and lots of extra content that is exclusive to Patreon. There are higher tiers if you're interested, for those who are on a twin flame journey or those who are on the ascension journey. I'm building a community over there, and so I love you guys. If you're interested, you can connect with me in Patreon. In the description box below will be a link. I only have one announcement really to make, and that is that my birthday is July 11th. And in celebration of my birthday, I would really like to pass on a gift to you. And that is that my normal 30 to 40 minute pre-recorded readings, which are normally $100, I'm going to be offering in the month of July for half price. There is a caveat to that I am going to be out of town on vacation from the 11th to the 18th. So you can prepay and we can schedule you for any time during July that I'm available, or we can schedule you out into August. As long as it's prepaid in July, you will get the special price. So if you've been struggling with the eclipse season, or just really would like to take a deeper look at what's going on in your own personal situation, take advantage of that special. It is my gift to you for my birthday. And maybe you're a Cancer and you're having a birthday too, so we can celebrate together. But it's really for anybody that is called by spirit to take a deeper dive, right? So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I have to warn you, I'm losing my voice. Happens all the time when we had a little bit of really hot weather and people were out mowing their lawns, and I'm allergic to the grass cutting. So just bear with me. I'm going to bring you down to your reading now. Once again, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and all cross watchers. And we're going to take a look here at your overall energy for the 1st through the 15th of July. That's overall. And then we're going to take a look at your finances and career and your love and relationships. Now, guys, bear in mind that we are energetic beings. And so the frequency that we put out is usually what we attract into our life in all areas. So it's often presents itself in finances and career. There could be some crossover energy with love and romance, and all relationships in your life, because you are holding a vibrational frequency to that energy. So don't be surprised if the energies kind of meld together a little bit. So let's take a look and see, what does Virgo need to know, Spirit, for the 1st through the 15th of July? We have surrender to the divine. Wow. So, that really doesn't need me to interpret. It's a full moon, and we do have the full moon coming up here. Let's see. In July, it is on the 23rd of July. So surrender to the divine. That is being in flow state. That is trying not to force issues to happen. It's allowing what is meant to be. Okay? Quite simple message for you. So in finances, your overall energy for the month, or for the beginning of the month of July, is the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. It's reciprocity. It's generosity. It's very balanced. So it looks to me like the beginning of July is going to be, for those of you who need help, you will get help. For those of you in a position of being able to give or be generous to another, you will have that too. I'm kind of hearing in my mind, I have everything I need and plenty to share. So a lot of you might resonate with that for the 1st through the 15th of July. It's not the 10 of Pentacles, but it is a very nice blended balance for your financial outlook. Let's take a look at why. Ooh. Wow, heavy hitters. So we've got the Devil with the Lovers card in finances and career. So the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. And then, 6 is, you've got another 6. 6 is a very balanced energy. It says true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, or a return to good health. So what I'm seeing here is if you don't put too much focus on the material aspect of your finances, if you don't fall into greed or for some of you, you're going to need to be generous. Somebody might ask you for some help. With the Lover's card, that's a choice, right? It's a heart, or it's a head over heart, or heart over head. I apologize. It's a heart over head choice. So let's look at your other cards here. I want to get a clearer picture before I go painting myself into a corner. So we have target, a goal-oriented person. I feel for some of you, balance is going to be needed. Like if you're an overachiever, if you are that type A personality, if you feel a little bit codependent, because the devil energy can be codependency. I'm getting the yin and yang here of finances, where some of you are literally going to be needing help financially, and others are going to be in a place of being asked by the universe to be generous and give help to someone else, right? And a balance needs to be struck if you really want to hit the mark during this next 2 weeks. You're going to want to, there's a choice here that needs to be made out of ego. It needs to be made with love and not with the ego. And it might be helping somebody else. We'll see here. We have Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Then we have Correct Your Mistakes. This one's been coming out a couple times here. And we have Humility again. Out of the ego, right? It says ego. Damn, and you got the word right there. I wasn't expecting that. It says ego can be a wonderful thing when we're looking for a surge of self-confident gusto, but its sour punch is best when stirred with a healthy shot of humility. This card is serving up that shot, not as a judgment or finger wag, more as a happy celebration of all the lovely, grounded, grateful parts of you that constantly hum in the background. This is a warm and gentle call to bring those parts to the fore and sling some shout outs to all the people who have helped you along the way. Even the hype man deserves to end his day with some hype, And so, I'm just really feeling here like a goal-oriented person. I do feel a choice with the Lover's card. I feel like you need to make a balanced choice, and it needs to be balanced between ego and humility. I'm feeling for some of you that if you've been overworking, if you've been overachieving, if you've been pushing yourself too hard, it's putting you out of balance. And so you need to correct that. You need to find a balanced approach to your job. I'm not seeing a rest card though. I almost feel like for some of you, somebody might need your help in the next couple of weeks, and they might actually reach out. It could be family, it could be somebody that you have emotions with, you share emotions with, and you might just have to surpass your ego and make a loving decision. So, how can I explain this in a metaphor? Okay, so let's say you're a parent and you have that one child, most parents, not everybody, but a lot of parents have that one child, that hard knocks kid, right? The one that is likes to learn everything through the school of hard knocks. And so, maybe they've pushed a few of your buttons. I just kind of, Spirit's showing me like an adult child, maybe in their early 20s, who is kind of cocky, arrogant. And maybe they've been trying to really make their life work on their own. And in that has caused you to maybe feel neglected, right? I mean, I don't know why Spirit's showing me this. Maybe this will resonate with somebody. But let's say your child moved out of your home and kind of doesn't communicate very often with you, right? They they have a chip on their shoulder, or they've got a big ego, and they've been out there kind of trying to make things work, and they may not deserve your generosity, right? Maybe they're gonna, like, I'm just seeing this, I don't know why. Maybe they're gonna reach out and ask you for a loan, or tell you, that they've really tried to make it on their own, and maybe they fell on some hard times, or they need a boost, they need a little help. And so Spirit's saying, use your intuition. If this person is acting in ego, maybe it's okay for you to turn them down. But it could be an opportunity, whoever this person is, to make things right, right? Maybe it's your ego. Maybe you have a bruised ego. But I just really feel like, and I'll go deeper into this over on the extended, but I'm getting this feeling some of you are going to be asked to be generous with somebody that may have in the past had a big ego, been in that devil energy, and now they're coming forward with humility, and you don't know if you can trust them, right? Because of some kind of mistakes you might have made in the past. They may have, taken advantage of your kindness. But I really do feel that you're going to be on one side of the fence or the other. So if you're not the person that's being asked to be generous, then you could be the person that's actually needing a loan or needing help. And you might have to actually, be humbled and ask, go beyond your ego and decide, use your intuition to decide to ask somebody who's very goal oriented for help, for advice, for money, whatever. It's the energy I'm getting, guys. It's like the yin and yang. It's like some of you are going to be asked to be generous, and some of you are going to be asking for generosity. And in both situations, there can be a sense of ego where we have to humble ourselves in order to make this intuitive, balanced decision. And it does need to be made from a place of love. And somehow, some way, this is going to possibly correct some kind of a past energy with another or with self, right? So I'll go deeper into this over on Patreon, but I feel like what Spirit's saying is just be aware that you might have to make a choice and you might have to choose to go beyond the ego, and humble yourself, use your intuition. And if you're asked to give, go into your heart and figure out, what's best. Because it does say use your intuition to make the best beneficial changes, right? Changes, corrections. So money doesn't look bad unless you're the person that needs help, right? And you could be. Like I said, you'll know. I mean, you'll know. And it's a general reading, so everybody's going to be different. So let's take you now over to the love and romance and see what's going on with Virgos for the 1st through the 15th in relationship to, oh, guys, look at that. Okay, so this could be new love. This could be somebody who's gushing love for you. This can be self-love, because a lot of times I read the ace as your cup. The 2 of cups is you sharing your cup with somebody who is your match. But we're going to take a look at the energies and see which scenario best fits the cards, the story. Oh, guys, so beautiful. So we have the 4 of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. So, for some of you, you could be moving in with somebody. You could be reuniting with somebody. The 4 of Wands is my 1111 card if you resonate with being a twin flame. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who wants to do it right. Somebody who wants to take their time and make sure that everything is exactly the way it needs to be to make it right. And so let's just take a look and see what else you got. So we got flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay. And then we have flowers. Happiness. I'm hearing healthy boundaries. Okay. This could be somebody, I mean, you could be slow to open up to love because in the past you didn't really see your value. And so I feel like with the 4 of Wands and the Ace of Cups, that something new, happiness. I mean, because the 4 of Wands is very happy. So isn't the Ace of Cups. Happiness. If you want to find your happiness, you have to hold yourself to a set of standards, is what I'm hearing. Don't sell yourself short. Don't know know your value, right? Let's see what else you got. Ooh, free yourself. Free yourself. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Free yourself. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Wait, the timing is not quite right. Patience. Another sign got this. I don't remember which one. Maybe Cancer. Because I've only done Cancer, Leo, and Virgo so far. So, if you resonate with having maybe a sun in Virgo and a moon in Cancer or Leo, because I've only done the 3 signs so far, but this energy feels very similar to one of those other readings. And we have the Odyssey. Take in the beauty of country lands and botany. Explore the wonder like a gypsy traveler's odyssey. The Odyssey puts me in mind of a journey. Like this might be It could be for some of you like a twin flame journey or an ascension journey. This is a journey. The Four of Wands is my 1111 card. So, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life with mastery, patience. I'm hearing that it's taken, okay, so for some of you, this is self-love, okay? It's like you've been on this journey of raising your vibration, and you've freed yourself. You have literally done a lot of inner work, and you have learned to love yourself. You've seen your value and freed yourself from some kind of a limiting belief system. You're finally now in this flow of happiness, right? Your cup runneth over. And so your person, and this, I mean, because there's only one person showing up in the reading, and it's the Knight of Pentacles. And so whoever your person is, if you have a person, this has been a person who is very slow to move. And the reason why, they may need to free themselves. See, sometimes, guys, I just blubber, right? I just keep talking until it makes sense. That's what channeling for me is. It's like I just talk, and then it kind of comes together. So only take what resonates while I'm putting the energy into perspective. So wait, mastery. I feel like you have reached some kind of a happy flow state, self-love. You've raised your vibration. You are in probably maybe the first union, right? As a twin flame reader, I talk a lot about union between the divine masculine and the divine feminine within yourself. It's like we all embody both energies, the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine. The difference is with the twins, they chose to split the soul and put each of those aspects in different experiences, different avatars. And so it looks to me like you, the viewer, have found, you've learned the spiritual lesson that this person, this journey, it may not even be the person, but for some of you it is. This journey you've been on has been about teaching you spiritual lessons around self-love, around coming back to the self, because God is in here. Everything is God, right? The Alpha, the Omega, beginning, middle, end. Everything is God in experience. And so when we don't honor self, we don't honor the God or goddess within. And so a lot of us have been in this distorted masculine or feminine energy. And what I'm seeing here is, I'm just going to sum it up. I'm seeing that one of you has had a glow up. You have learned some kind of a spiritual lesson, because this has been a journey, an odyssey for you. And the person that you're on this journey with is taking time. I'm hearing they need time. They need time, possibly to free themselves. It says the timing is not quite right, and to have patience. Now, Spirit's not saying walk away or forget about it or cut ties or, run like hell. They're saying be patient. Because I think that this person could be a catalyst for your spiritual growth, and you're a catalyst for theirs. And so there is something that needs to happen here with this free yourself. I think it might be your person trying to free themselves and choose self-love just like you did, right? It's kind of like you went first. You chose your happiness. You chose to align yourself with your happiness by cutting out, it's like I've been teaching for a long time now. Sometimes karmic relationships teach us what we don't want so that we can figure out what it is we do want. And so a lot of times these difficult relationships come into our life in order to teach us how to love ourselves, how to have healthy boundaries, how to learn the spiritual lesson, how to do the journey, right? How to find our inner happiness. And then what happens is you actually become a catalyst for their mastery, for them to learn to love themselves and choose their happiness. And so, you might be the one that had to free yourself. And it doesn't have to be from a relationship. It could have been a limiting belief system, because we're talking about a unicorn who believes it's stuck. And really, they're magical. They're never stuck, right? They create what they want. They're magic. And this one could stand up and easily walk right out of that pen. So you or your person one, or maybe both of you, because I'm feeling a mirroring energy here with the Four of Wands, could be, you had to free yourself from limiting belief systems around your self-worth, and now it's your person's turn. Or it could be another person or a third party in the way, but I'm not seeing third party. Doesn't mean it's not there. It might come out in the extended, but in the energy that's on the table, I just feel like two people who are literally mirroring each other for a healing journey around knowing your self-worth, finding union, right? Foundation, commitment. But do not be tempted to lower your standards. This person, if they're not free, if they're not where they need to be yet, if they haven't chosen their own happiness, chosen this love, chosen happiness, if they're still, because I really feel like they're just struggling to do it quickly. There's something still here blocking them from seeing their potential. And so Spirit's saying, it's a journey that you're doing together, and the timing's not quite right yet because this person's taking their time. They have some kind of a limited belief system or possibly another relationship that they need to free themselves from and choose their own happiness, right? So if this person shows up and they're not quite, ready, they're just presenting as a knight, or, well, I don't even want to put it that way. I guess what I want to say is that now that you've mastered the spiritual lesson of loving the God within or the goddess within, you've balanced your own inner belief systems, you've, gone on a journey that has enlightened you. Spirit's warning you not to backslide, right? It's like going on a diet and you have to maintain. Once you reach your goal weight, that's the spiritual lesson in weight loss, then you can't just go back to the old behaviors and old habits of eating whatever the hell you want and as much of it as you want and expect to keep the weight off. So the same thing is in an ascension journey. Once you've learned to master your inner self, right, then you don't want to go back to feeling less than. You want to hold that standard. You worked hard for it, is what I'm hearing. And it's been slow and steady for you too, Spirit's saying. If you're judging your person for taking too long, they want you to look back over your journey and ask yourself, how long did it take you? Right? The timing's not quite right, but it is divine timing, because I'm seeing Spirit telling you that this love is going to bring you happiness, and that if you're patient and wait until the perfect timing, this person's going to catch up. That's what I'm hearing. All right, so I'm going to take this over to the Patreon. If you would like to, if you feel like this is tapping into your energy, then let's go on over to Patreon and go deeper into it and see what is happening. Don't forget that if you're interested in a half price reading, it's only for the month of July. Everything you need to book is in the description box below. I am going on vacation, so you will not be able to book from the 11th to the 18th. But if you pay ahead, once, once I get back, we'll play catch up. But you have to pay in the month of July to get the special. Okay, so that's it. I love you. Surrender to the divine. Have patience if you're in a relationship with somebody. Also, for those of you who are completely single and don't have anybody on your mind, this is your journey back to you, back to the union of your masculine and feminine within. And it's freeing yourself from limiting belief system, choosing self-love. It's being patient with yourself as you go on this journey, because, odyssey, it is an odyssey. So, if it doesn't resonate with you having somebody in your energy field, then this is definitely self-love. This is, the spiritual lesson of learning to love yourself and to know your worth and not to compromise, right? And as far as your money goes, somebody's going to ask for a loan, or you're going to need to ask for a loan, or some kind of a generous gift or offer needs to be given or received. Okay. Not in ego, but in humility, in love is what I'm hearing. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you on the 15th. We will upload again. Namaste.